Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to more Binding of Isaac Modded. I don't know why. I think I want to do a... I'll just do Isaac. I was about to say, maybe I want to do Cain today. Nah. We'll just do Isaac, because there's a lot of the... Like, I don't know what this guy's fidgeting about. So, we'll do a, pretty standard run. And then this time I might actually hold on to the D6. I think almost every time I get rid of the D6, it's because of Guppy's head. I love Guppy's head as an item. It's not this amazing item, like others. But I can dig it. I'm sure more people can be like, yeah, he took Book of Sin. That makes sense. Versus Guppy's head, where it's not got the most kind reception to it, I guess. Like, it's not a bad item. Just, Guppy's head is not an item that wins you a run unless it turns you into Guppy. Pokeball is not an item that wins you a run, period. That's how it is. I do have a couple I guess I'll just read comments live on stream. I just have to put them up after this room. Because I have a couple comments. I'll respond to them as well. We've been doing group projects in school, so I've been kind of busy with that. We've been having long meetings. People in my group are really cool. I'm happy with the people who are in my group. Except for one of them, because he, excuse me, hasn't showed up. So... Sorry, I just read, I just read a comment, and it looked like the same icon that's been sending me, like, constant messages. Shh, shut up. They've been sending me, like, constant messages that I need to, go to, do you want to be YouTube friends? And then they, like, immediately go away. This one is a... Well, I'll talk about that later. But the ones that I really wanted to respond to is... Can you play the Binding of Isaac Baptism of Demons mod from Christian Carter? That one I'll definitely try to get going with. The external item description, no, I don't care. I'm way too lazy to do that. I might try it out for like an episode, depending. And yeah, those are the comments I wanted to address. I know it wasn't a lot. The comment where I paused on was, it may have been like a guy who did a fan mod of something. He was like, hey, could you check this out? Or, something. I don't know what video it was on, but he was like, hey, would you check out this game? Which I'm, like 99% sure is a fan game. So, I'll have to take a look at it. And I'm going to respond to all these comments. I've done a bad job responding. I apologize. Every single time. I know that it is a lame excuse. In fact, it is a non-excuse. Okay, no, sorry, it's an excuse, but it's absolutely one of the things I'm trying to get better at doing, is making sure I respond. A lot of them I do read. Some of them do slip under the radar. Obviously, especially when someone's busy. When anyone's busy, they, get caught up in things or whatever. And I don't know if I brought this up on video or not yet. I think I might have, but one of the reasons I've been even worse at, like, responding to some things is, one, my sleep schedule's super messed up, so I usually get woken up by a notification and immediately, like, turn my phone off or silence it or whatever. And the second one is, our dog ran away, which I'm confused about. You'll understand when I bring this up, but the dog is... I guess we'll take this. I don't like this one, but it's... I literally don't have enough... I'm not going to have 2 rerolls available at the end of this floor, most likely, so I'll stick with the baby. Has a purpose. So, our dog, ran away. She was outside on the... Hilarious. She was outside and on her chain. And she has a choker collar just because we had to get her a choker collar. Not that that's what we wanted to get her necessarily. Ooh, Cricket's head's real good. But she broke out of her... Hello. She kept just taking off her collar. She used to have a little harness on when she was a puppy, and she... don't know what that does. Charity, light and dark, I didn't catch the whole thing. Do I want to go in there? No. Because it'll cost me a bomb or a key. So, yeah, she had a harness, she ate it. She ate the whole stupid harness right off of her. We got her a collar. Ate that too. Bought her a, like, tougher collar, and that one she just ripped up. So. Or sorry, I say she ripped it up. She didn't... Sorry, that one she didn't damage in any way. She just, kept, like, wiggling out of it. So we had to get her a choker collar. So, yeah. If you've been on stream, I'm not a big fan of the dog. Because, the dog gets way too rough with Mittens, my cat. And, Mittens is my cat. So, he's my fuzzy little buddy. But, even though I'm not a big fan of the dog, I don't want anything bad to happen to it. I mean, she has not harmed Mittens. Like in any real fashion. So, I want no ill will to come to the dog. Literally, it's just I want my cat safe. That's the only reason I would want ill will to come to any animal. Animals are good. People suck. Now I'm thinking about it, I probably did say this in either a stream or another video. Yeah, the dog irritates the crap out of me, but I don't want anything bad to happen to her. So the reason I specifically brought up the fact she has a choker on... I really like this item. Is... when she got away, there was no choker collar left. So there's like a small thought that someone kidnapped her. Like, my parents have that, like, as a very background thought. And it's concerning. You know, obviously we wouldn't want anything bad to happen. I wonder what that item is. But yeah, it's stressful. And that's syrup. Okay, cool. That's kind of kept me more distracted as of late, because we've like been out and about looking for her a lot. We've posted all the things and stuff, so that's kind of got me a little more distracted, so I don't pay as much attention to some of the notifications. But yeah, like there's no... like, the biggest thing that makes me think that she wasn't captured is there's no blood. And I don't mean dog blood. I mean, the dog sometimes gets a little too feisty. And, when hooking her out, sometimes she gets aggressive. And she's tried to bite me before putting her out. So, she's not bad, really, with new people, but she doesn't get along with them. She just barks at them constantly and does literally everything she can to avoid them. Which is why I think that if someone actually tried to kidnap her, she probably would have bit him. Like, actual bit them, because when the dog snaps at me, it's more like, I'm gonna bite you and it's gonna hurt, but I'm not gonna rip any flesh type of thing, you know what I mean? It's like with a cat, you have an aggressive cat that it's like, hey, stop petting me, and it bites, and it hurts. But it's not like a cat actually being aggressive, which is like, I'm going to rip you to shreds. So, that's really been, for sure. And then one of the assignments I have right now, like that big assignment I worked on, I showed it on stream. Yeah, I'll take punching bag. It's okay, I guess. I'd rather save my rerolls for the boss room and deal with the devil. But the assignment is a week. It's been done for a week and we have no grades. But apparently the teacher already graded everyone's assignment. Because if you didn't pass this... I feel like I talked about this yesterday. If I did, I apologize, but... Yeah, I feel like, it's stressful not knowing. Like, what my grade is. Like, I know I passed, but on that assignment, I could get a 50 and pass the class with, like, a 72. I don't really want a 72 in the class, because this is... one of the meatier classes, so if someone actually looks at my transcript, this is a much more meaningful class because it actually involves like game design, game development stuff, as opposed to like, oh no, you got a bad grade in physics. Whatever. You're not a physical engineer. If you got a bad grade in physics, it's not a huge deal. But when you're trying to work in game design, and your game design class, you got a bad grade, they're like, ugh, a little bit more. Ultimately, I'll just be I'm happy that I passed the class. As a joke, I'm like, that's bullshit. Our assignments need to be turned in on time. They should grade them on time. And even if you have all the assignments graded, there's like 35 people in my class, let's say. So I understand. It's a lot of work to go through them all. But if you've graded them all, put them in. I want to see what my grade is. You've already graded it. Put it in the system. I'm sure there's a little bit more to it than that. I don't remember what does Blank Rune do again? Blank Rune's a random rune, I think. Because it gave me Bercano, or Bercano, whatever. It was the companionship one.
Full health.
Did that just say one makes you full health? One makes you... I'm smaller now. Guess I double pilled? Is that... Oh, is that medicine? Anytime you use a pill, you get a double effect. Yeah, I think that might be what it is. I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, that's a lot of what's going on right now. Absolutely. This is a really good item. There you go. I'm gonna spend my money in the shop. you know, giving you guys a little bit more of a update on what's going on in life. Just a little stressed. My team is really cool though. Except for one of them, because I think I said this before. It's late at night, so my bad. Oh my god, what is this? Is it the longer you go, the faster you go? I don't know, just take me out of here. It almost feels like it doubled my speed. I increased my speed by like 0.2. Or it brought me to 1. I think I was down 0.1, so. I don't know. Maybe it's like you just get up to max speed quicker. I have no clue how this works. I do have a lot more respect for this item. Well, I'm not going to take it. I will take Demon Baby just because. Don't care. Let's go. Gotta hydrate. So we... apparently I can see everything. Oh, it's I got the compass. Duh. How's everyone been in the comments? You know, tell me all about it. What's been new in your lives? New in my life is just, you know, the car, which I talked about last episode. That I remember talking about. Which I forgot to check what, if I was right as to what type of car it was. Just forgot to check. And I had pizza for supper. I don't lead a very eventful life. Although I do plan on trying out that was it. I don't know where I was going with that. What I was about, because I was about to say I'm trying to like expand YouTube a little bit more and playing some other games, and I haven't had a chance to record those because I've been recording these. Oh, okay. So this is something, or something bigger. I really don't want Lucky Foot. I don't want Puss. It's gross. So what I was actually going to ask is, has anyone tried the Final Fantasy VII demo? I haven't yet. I plan on making a video on it, most likely. Reason I haven't played it yet is, because it is out now, is, I don't know where my PS4 charging cable is for the controller. My controller's dead. No, I don't want that either. These rocket blades are so weird. Just gonna take the health. Didn't realize how low I was getting. A dice room. More like a stupid room. I was gonna say a nice room, but I'm like, wait, no. I hate that. Well, somebody got him. I may not know who, but somebody took care of it for me. We got another one of these. Sorry, you stomp your foot. I also want to... yeah, I'm going to be trying to play more demos for, like, some of the bigger games coming out, like... Pokemon Mystery Dungeon had a demo. Shoot. I think it's worth a bomb to get more reroll. If I need to reroll what's in the Devil Room, I'll use the Shard. But yeah, I kind of want to give a... Oh, it's peanut butter. Not that peanut butter's bad, I thought it was, rubber cement. Rubber cement's not a great item in my opinion, but I like how it bounces, it's fun. And what more can you ask for than a fun item? But, yeah, having... Because even on my own, I don't play most of those demos. Nothing against it, I just don't. Usually don't find the time to find the words to tell you how you make me feel. What's the phrase? Kinda sick? I don't remember what's next. Something... So it's Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. Yeah, definitely want that. And... It's go time. It's go time! Also, there are a couple other games, if you guys are interested, that I've kind of... I've done modding before in the past. Or, sorry, there's one in particular where I'm curious what you guys' thoughts are on it. About maybe starting up a couple episodes on a series of it. Or just doing a couple here and there, I'll decide. But, Slay the Spire. I've done some mods for Slay the Spire. I really like Slay the Spire. Heck yes! Really like Slay the Spire as a game. It's awesome. If you haven't played it, it's like on everything. Pick it up. It's a deck builder roguelite. I have like 260 hours in the game. Played a lot on stream, and I played a lot just by myself. I introduced it to a lot of people, and they got into it. It's an awesome game. Highly recommend. But they have modded characters in that, modded floors and stuff, and I haven't done a lot of those, so... There's some food for thought if you're looking for modded content for some things. But I have a lot of videos coming out. I've done a lot of recording. Dang. That's a bummer. Well, I guess I should... Nope. I guess I should check in here. Alright, I was going to check in there, but then I was like, you can't get in there, so don't. You can't. Doesn't matter. But, yeah, so I've got like a plethora of videos, but I am interested when I come up with one of those ideas, like what you guys think of it, because I can always come back to an idea. Okay, absolutely not that. I love Black Candle. It's awesome. But, yeah, so I can always come back to ideas later on. Let's try and get a manual one. Because, especially with it, like, old games modded, they don't go anywhere. Which is kind of why I'm not so worried about them. Because if I don't get all of the... like, if I don't record Slay the Spire today, there's just going to be more mods available. So it's not like there's a problem with the fact that I'm waiting or not. Obviously, if someone's really excited, you know, that's a bummer. Give me the heart. Kept pushing it away. It's Mom, so I don't want to leave. Need to go find another room to fight.
Health down.
That's a bummer. I got like a positive and a negative effect there. Pop up. Pop up. Thank you. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Also, if there is a topic you'd like me to touch on, let me know. I know one of the suggestions has been brought up before, like, excuse me, write out some ideas on the side to talk about, which is a good suggestion, if I ever remembered to do it. The biggest thing is a lot of the times when I sit down to record, I'm like, boom, it's go time. But I could have it so I could set up a question section on Discord, and then it'll be a YouTube only question. So if you want to ask questions, then I'll just pull them up from there. So feel free to, you know, ask any questions, give feedback on that. You know, how do you feel? Speaking of feedback, okay, so this is something hilarious that happened in, well, I was gonna say class today, which kind of weird. But for the group assignment we're doing, it's team building stuff. So we're working in groups, as I said before. And one of the most important things is, in groups, are communication. Or is the communication between members of the group. So, the funny thing is, so we had to write up a, like, design document for the group. Or sorry, a team charter. So what the team charter is it's basically like what the team's philosophy is going to be moving forward. And there was a section on it talking about communication and like how will the team communicate and everything. So the question or the it is written super poorly as to what the instructions are. And when we were going through it, like, we're trying to just decipher what it means. And then we went to the, like, notes section where they have video notes. And they're talking about effective communication. With effective communication, in any medium, you are not effective if someone cannot understand what you're saying. The whole point is... having a message does not mean it is well presented, and communication is about the transfer of ideas. So the the teacher is talking about how you need to make sure things are written clearly. Then on the charter proceeds to have things written extremely confusing. So we were actually, like, super puzzled on it, because it's like, write a scenario, and it's like, what, a hypothetical scenario? Like, what do you want us to write? Write a scenario in which you use the 5 W's, which is who, what, where, when, why, and then sometimes how. If you want to throw that in on the list specifically, there was no how, but it's, for communication, it's like, who will you be speaking to? What is it? Why? Blah, blah, blah. So, the fact, like, the irony is not lost on me, I promise. On the assignment, or sorry, in the section about communication, the teacher did not do a good job communicating what they wanted done. Because, like, seriously, we spent, like, 30 minutes going over it trying to understand it. Because it's like, do you want us to come up with our own scenario? Devil, temperance. I don't want any of those. And it was very easily misconstrued as to how you handle it. Like, the entire assignment is not worded super well, and there's no examples. In my opinion, one of the best things you can do is to provide examples when you're... yeah, so let's take it, put it back. Curse Spoon. We're immune to Curse Spoon. Or we should be immune to Curse Spoon, at least. But yeah, so it just, it was hilarious because it was just not conveyed well at all. If you... is that Curse Spoon? Is that peanut butter? I don't know when the last time I got hit was, so...
I found pills.
Dang. I don't like it. What was I saying? I'm so distracted because of what just happened. Yeah, so words and stuff. It the assignment was done really... It was like written kind of poorly because we didn't have an example. So it's like write the mission statement, and the whole point of this is like to simulate us being a game team that is basically being called in to handle an assignment. Well, are we... what's this? Two of clubs. Wait, yeah. Two of clubs. It's not ace of clubs. But... Are we being called in to, like, have a document about our game, about the team, about this, that? What are we doing? You know, so we just, like... that's crap. I'll do this because it gives me more to reroll. But yeah, so it gave us more to, It just imposed extra questions. Because they're like, hey, make sure you watch this video, which is based off of the game that you're going to be... Why am I still alive? Which is based off the game that you're going to hypothetically be making. Awesome. Now, here's an example of the presentation you're going to be giving. Good. Now that you've looked at those, here's an assignment that has nothing to do with both of those. Make sure you watch both of those first, though. That's dumb. Also, we had to set up, like, roles or something for our group, and I got set as the director. And I didn't pick it at all, so I was set as the director, because, you know, it's easy when, like, there's one word out on an assignment, so it's like, make sure you have blah, 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 and crucial blah. We come up with something that fits all of them, and I'm like, but we need to make sure that we have, like, a tangible thing. And they're like, you know, because we all forgot about it, because I was, like, talking about it, and then I'm, like, looking over it, reading it, doing some of the, like, devil's advocate stuff, because we were going on and on about, like, the game stuff, and then I was like, wait, guys, stop. This document's not about games at all. It's not about the game, it's about just us as a team. But the teachers, like, super emphasized, this is about the game. Your studio is designed to make this game, and it's like, all right, come on, that's ridiculous. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do sincerely appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button if you like the episode. It helps out a lot. Leave a comment down below. Ask some questions. Would you like to see in Discord? There's a Discord link in the description down below. Well, thank you very much, everyone. See you all next time.